Hello everyone, I am Tassa and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 6 Week 2, Day 2. So today, of course, we got ourselves the faction event for the Emperinazar faction. We also will be continuing a bit more into the World Lore event, though a pretty straightforward World Lore event this time around. For one that requires skulls, actually isn't that bad at all. Normally they're one of the more annoying ones, but we do have quite a few options that makes it not as bad. Particularly since we have mana generators that are available for it, instead of just skull spammers, which makes obviously a bit more accessible, since we can actually mana generate properly for it. Aside from that, I don't think we had anything good off Adventure Port. Oh no, we did. The 60 gems. Definitely want to go and pick up those. Actually, you know what? We'll actually start with those. Nice juicy little amount. Might as well. We're already set to Phoenicia, so just so we don't have to go change our team, might as well already start with it. But yeah, 60 gems. It's 80 total then for today. Not too bad at all. Off the daily thingy. You know, the top gives at least 20 every single time. Sometimes 100 if you get lucky. But anyways, hope all of you have been having a wonderful day so far. Hello Ricardo, hello Daddy Shark, hello Barber, hello Mr. Hello Isabel, hello Roman, hello Nightmare, and hello RimWorld. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've been feeling like really off today as well. Been having like this weird like sore throat where it like hurts to swallow. Not sure what was up with it. I could like barely sleep last night because of it. Kept keeping me up. Kind of a bit better, but still been kind of meh. Not sure if it's seasonal allergies or what. There's not really much of a season shift yet though. It's not fall yet. But hopefully it'll get better after another night's sleep. Assuming I can sleep one, actually sleep unlike last night. Really annoying. At least it's not getting worse. Yeah, it's not. Been drinking a lot of water today, which has been helping. I think I've gone through like 5 bottles now. About to be another. Where are we? Get the Phoenicia down. Hello, Poing! Welcome, welcome. Mr. No, it definitely isn't. It's mostly just a really weird sore throat thing. Let's see what's going on. Because we might as well clear our dungeons since we already have the team set, just so we don't have to change it out. Already good to go. Hello, Logic Slayer! Welcome. And then we'll go do the World event. Actually, yeah, we'll start with the World event first. Now we'll mess with the faction. Because the World event's not going to take too long. Teams that we have for it this week are pretty solid compared to normal. So definitely a bit easier than normal. Oh yeah, Florida has it pretty bad. That is for sure. I will do the faction event next. However, let's go do the world event first. I believe we already have the correct thingy set for it as well. So lately we've been using Living Quartz, Angry Mob, Earth's Fury, a lot of brown red, followed by a Wild Queen. It works mostly because of enchants, which is pretty nice. And our mana generators isn't too blocked anyway, so can end up getting its mana pretty early. Oh, we'll go for brown here. And that's match. Let's create a billion skulls. Don't have a drop for that. We can stick a skull there. Get 100 mob for full mana. Wild Queen does Wild Queen things, then we won. If they'll ever let me cast it. Yeah, I still can't get over how good the Glory Troop actually is for the World event. Hope this becomes a reoccurring thing. Because the synergy is really good. And it's not even a bad troop either, even outside of the event. I was gonna say, it looked like we missed an extra turn for a second there. Nope, we actually landed it. And that should be match, as long as it doesn't miss somehow. Shouldn't. I like how there's a lot of brown on the enemies too, so it actually makes it easier to get it. And of course with this team we have the Wild Queen going on, so we can end up getting the value there as well. Let's see, we'll take the Brown for now. Get that just so we can get Wild Queen in there. Trying to get to the point where we kind of need that little bit extra burst. Of course we have Earth Fury for that purpose too. Though not necessarily always needed. Since we kind of already have all the damage off of Wild Queen more often than not. But the later we go, the more relevant it'll be to have it. Also, Groshnock week, I forget exactly when, but sometimes this season, you will be able to go get Earth Fury if you don't already have it. Really great weapon to pick up. I normally don't run it too often. It's very situational when you would. However, if the first slot you have has a skull boost ratio, it can actually be better than using Mang. Especially if it's one of those 5 times boost ratio kind of troops. But even just in general, even if it's not, it still can be pretty good. Like even for Lord of Slaughter or Iron Gut or the 3 times triple damage and stuff like that. It ends up also working pretty well for. Not just the 5 times damage. Most commonly it's used in invasion, so you can have that 5 times though. That's not the only thing it's used for. Yeah, the Brown on the enemy team really helps out a lot. Curious to see if anyone's going to run it for Brown Guild War Day. It seems like something that's going to happen, at least earlier on in the game, if nothing else. Not sure if we'll really see that many this late in the game. But you never know. Guild Wars is next week, and everyone's going to pretty much have access to it, since it's essentially free this week. Hello, Bill Warhammer! Hello, Tyrian! Welcome, welcome. Nice little skull spam there. I got a red. Oh, yeah, I was taking red like, oh, it'll just feed directly into him. Nope. You're blocked on all the same colors. Not gonna bypass it. Wild Queen will, though. A lot of Wild Queens. Hopefully we'll get one more Valraven here. Next battle we'll hopefully have it. Otherwise, that's the end of our sigils already. Actually, the guild's probably almost already done with the event as well. I forgot we do use red, so it's actually gonna be pretty good. We'll get our skull spam in again. Get our destroy in there. Look for that nice Wild Queen. Fortunately, no extra turn. Shouldn't matter too much though. If they'll ever let me do my turn. Actually, it might matter. Her hero's about to die. I just want to take a Brown, just that barrier. Oh, we're not using barrier on. Oh, never mind. Well, for one, no, we aren't. But also, that's not where hero is. I was like, wait, why did hero not gain barrier? And it's like, oh yeah, he's not first slot. A fail. He is kind of not in first slot. Also, you can just keep summoning angry mobs forever, making his team basically invincible. Essentially. So what am I doing? I just win with Wild Queen. Assuming it doesn't miss. Oh, it did indeed miss. Worst comes to worst, hero will be unkillable as well. So their angry mob spam is pretty close to doing so as well. The Emperinazar. Which is kind of funny because we're about to do the faction for that as well. That is the faction for today. I believe it's a brown-yellow restriction, if not mistaken. Which means we're probably just going to run a quick Hillguard's Avatar. Which is basically just like Rowan. Just a faction version of it. I don't really have a good option here. We probably just pass our turn. Doesn't matter what we do because we just go Wild Queen. And that should be a match. If it lands, gosh. Yeah, there we go. I've still got a ways to go on rewards. Claim what we currently have though for purple. Not the worst, not the best. Yeah, we're literally in the dead center of our guild. Right in the middle. Oh no, someone has a 0. Though we did 0 last week, so. Yeah, let's go grab our little bit of reward there. Looks like Isabel did a task. Actually, did I do my gold yet? I think I did. I did like almost 3 million. Oh no, we went down on trophies. Have we always been 24th? Did Vanguard get that many trophies that quickly? They might have. Oh, they might have done it in the most recent Vault event. That might be it. We might have went crazy on the last Vault event. Yeah, we did like 2.6 million. Isabel's already at 6 million. Okay, let's go do the ward event then. I mean, not ward event, the faction event. So as far as our team, we mentioned all of them on Monday, and of course, we are just going to be grabbing one of those. Not that one. Going to be grabbing one of those, and I'll be good to go. So it looks like they're trying to sell us a bunch of vault keys today. Who would ever need those? How many do we have right now? 1,307. Probably armor. Oh, we already have mana star, so I can actually just go pure armor. It gains more damage from having armor than it does from magic due to it having a half magic boost ratio. That's all I wanted. Oh, did I put it on my paste? Let me just do it again just in case. Alright, now it definitely is. It looks like it already was. Well, just making sure. Alright, just paste that in. And be good to go. Yellow brown restriction. Allows us to use this. Oh, I forgot to go get my second turn in chat. I was like, oh, we'll just have second turn in chat. Nope. Not if you don't get it. No, I need to go fix that next battle. That definitely slows us down, of course. It's only 30 gems. Plus, you normally need it anyways. I'll say hello, out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, let me go grab, not that, where to go? Go to games, go to this, go to shop. And get one of those. Also, the cheapest treasure you can ever buy. One single treasure for only 30 gems. As well as the other benefits that it gives. Like actually be able to get the entirety of the event done and the enchant to make it go slightly quicker. And a few other resources there. But now we have a second turn in power on Harpy Mage. One of the few troops in the game that basically have a second turn in power if you have the 2 mana star off of it from the potion. Which is pretty nice. I was taking a multiplier order. I'm not going to be too paranoid about it. Order doesn't make too big a difference in most situations. Might save us like a battle or two. There's a lot of tier 2s in this area. I'm pretty sure this is one of the locations that has like the slightly randomness to them. Hey, what do we even want to get here? We can end up doing a... well, I'll take some brown for now. Just kind of get that rolling. Then we get our Harpy Mage for the explosion. And just kill everything out. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it earlier. For the several of you that were watching the earlier stream, my electricity literally went out. It does that about once a month. Not sure why, or there's just a different thing that causes it every single month for whatever reason. But about once every month, my electricity just goes off completely for like a few minutes. I have no clue why, but it did that during our previous stream, right as we're about to end too. Like 10 minutes before we're gonna end. Which was somewhat unfortunate. But it happens on occasion. That was one of the only few times it ever happened on stream though. Normally it doesn't. But it does happen about once a month. It's normally more in the morning. This was one of the few times it was later in the day. Because you can normally tell because all the clocks around the house are like all beeping because, or not beeping, but you know, like they look like whenever they go out, electricity. Or they kind of have like that faded blinking number. It doesn't say the right time because they got reset. Are we not full mana already? Ah, there's the daily 20 gems for the 80 total that were available today. So once we go complete out 40 for the faction, we'll end up handing out a code. Might as well. Once again, 2 mana short. Fairly unfortunate when that happens. Not too big a deal though. We'll get some skulls there, but we already got all the mana. Yeah, we're good to go. Oh, we didn't get our double tap. You normally don't need it, but it's a good finisher if nothing else. It also has skull spam attached to it, which is pretty nice. Of course, the main reason we use this for the 50% mana start 2 knights, which of course is Guard's Avatar. Similar to how the elemental one also has the same premise, where Rowan gets the high damage, but if you really truly needed it, you have a follow-up of Mirage Queen with skull spam. This team kind of does the same thing in that regard. Red half mana starts for the Rowan-like troop of Guard's Avatar, and then if you need to clean up, you just cast the Circle and Hadley. Same premise, different teams. But the main benefit being that it covers pretty much all the colors that Rowan doesn't cover. It's one of the main reasons why this is actually viable. And there's the cleanup I was referring to. It's a nice byproduct of it, since we don't have to go out of our way to have something else for. I never noticed how many tier 2s this place has. 4 tier 2s. That's quite a lot of tier 2s. Needlessly. Oh, why did I not take red? We could have already had full mana. Whoops. I've never noticed this place had so many tier 2s. I could have sworn some of them changed to different numbers. Or maybe it is just 4 tier 2s, which is pretty bad, of course. Not the worst faction in the game, but nowhere near the best. It's also a really annoying pure faction. Mostly because the heal is so big that you have to keep upscaling magic to keep up with it. Unless you just really have enough stats on them to disperse them down. That it normally is not the case. Power gem actually being useful. It feels so weird seeing power gems that are actually not useless, like the lycanthropy. You see something like a potion, it's like, ooh, that's actually nice. And then you saw lycanthropy, it's like, no, get off the board. Yeah, it feels nice to see a power gem that actually feels good and powerful. Like how annoying lycanthropy was. At least we never really need to deal with it again. At least from the sky, anyways. Suppose that they added Howlstorm. I have never seen it, though. Even when we were trying to do it off a random storm, we still aren't able to get it to work. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Unless they forgot to put over top of every random storm. It's going to be annoying if whatever they end up putting that on is actually meta. And then we see Howlstorm at the beginning of every battle again. At least if nothing else, it wouldn't affect factions and other stuff. Only some PvP areas. So you know people are going to run it on Guild Wars at some point if it becomes meta. Or you know the troop that has it. Whenever it does have it. Yeah, the lycanthropy troops still exist, of course. Just not the sky gems unless you have a Howlstorm. Yeah, there's still like 6 troops or so that have the convert a purple into lycanthropy effect. Every turn, off that % chance. They're still around. A 1 mana off. I hate that so much when that happens. No. Always the worst. Oh, I did say we'd hand out a code once we clear out 40. Right after this next battle. Or the one after this one. We'll hand out the code. Grab our purple there. Get our Splody Splode. And now we end up killing it up. As it normally does. It can normally go to about 100 and still be fine. Depends how much stats you have though. It does eventually fall off. Alright, let's go hand out code. Should have it right over here. I just don't have the full thing yet. I can grab one of these. Put it into one of these. Loading, loading, loading. There it goes. And then put that into here. And then boom, we got a link. Just grab the whole thing. And where'd it go? There it is. Hello, Bushka! Welcome. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com or underneath the game code section. Or invite code can be found in your settings menu, wherever the game says in the bottom left corner of settings. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with 2T. And it gives the same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Only usable on the PC mobile version of the game. Enjoy, everyone. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, if anyone has any questions, anyone want me to go over, do let me know. I do believe I'm going to be ending a little bit earlier tonight. Just because I've definitely been feeling a bit under the weather. And I do want to get to bed a bit earlier just so I can kind of rest up. Or at least try to sleep. Because I was not able to get good sleep last night whatsoever. So if anyone still has anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Because once faction is done, we'll probably call it a night. For now. I still can't believe how many tiers Tuesdays have. I'd never noticed that. Out of all the times that we've done this Tuesday event, I've never noticed this place is 4. And it just keeps throwing me off because it seems so weird that it has so many. Not even some of the older weak factions even have that many. But I think one of them's a guaranteed treasure room, so it's not as bad as some of them. I believe bottom right's guaranteed treasure room. Yeah, this one right here is the guaranteed treasure room. The one that we're doing right now. That makes up for its lack of high tiers a little bit. Not completely. Thank you, Barbara and Pulling. Yeah, it gets a nice rush to hopefully get it down. And if I do feel up to it, we'll still be doing the Darkest Dungeon stream again tomorrow that we end up doing today. And getting through more of that game. In anticipation for Darkest Dungeon 2. But yeah, I forgot how fun that game is. It's a really solid game. Unfortunately, the sale for it just ended. It's kind of funny that I started Series 4 as the Steam sale just ended. I think it was like $5 on Steam earlier. It's still pretty cheap. I think the full price is like 15 or something. So I think there's a phone version that only costs $5. Isn't there a phone version of it? I feel like a lot of those really big roguelikes end up getting phone versions. I cannot remember if it did. Darkest Dungeon phone. Let's see. Did it? I should forget. Tablet edition? Mobile version? Is it coming to mobile? Oh, maybe it is on mobile. Interesting. That's pretty cheap everywhere where it is at. Nothing else. Yeah, I don't think it does have an official mobile version, actually. Thank you, Long. But yeah, Tuesday reward loot is always so ridiculously good. I did skip it once while I was on vacation, though. The other vacation, I ended up just putting a little bit more gems into it to get it done a bit quicker. Though the most recent one, I kind of just ignored it. Well, you generally want to make sure you do it, though. It's like 45 minutes for 2 vault keys and an orb. Which, of course, compared to Vault Event, doesn't seem as good. But compared to something that can be done at any point, or, you know, any point as in, like, literally every Tuesday, it's not that bad. But I guess compared to the current state of Vault Event, it's not as enticing as it used to be. That's still pretty good loot. There's not really any point where 2 vault keys and an orb is not going to be bad loot. And it can be done in less than half an hour as well. Depends on what you have and stats and all that. There's like obviously something like this kills through pretty quickly, obviously. I think every battle is less than a minute. I could have cast Mirror, whoops. Did not realize I was already full mana. We're using Archmagus right now, so he gets a surprisingly high amount of mana. Archmagus is currently the only hero class in the game that simultaneously both has a +3 to a color, while having half mana start. Of course, both of those mechanics exist independently through other troops. However, it is currently the only the only hero class in the game that has the combination of both, which is pretty nice. The pirates. I really wish they would have made the rogues in that kingdom a little bit better synergy. Like, there's a couple good rogues in that kingdom, but their synergy with each other is pretty bad. If nothing else, it might eventually be good because it does have the half mana start rogue in that location. Captain McCall is from there. So eventually it might be like ridiculously meta, but currently it's pretty underwhelming. Kind of cool to see them eventually be viable there. So what are you doing not hitting enough? That was mostly because of 25% spell reduction there. Kind of making it not a kill. Why would an element hero class be overpowered? Oh, there's a lot of reasons. The main one being, well, just several. The main one is there's a lot of really, really good mythics that are elemental that would end up synergizing with. The second is just Mirage Queen, obviously the synergy there with a half mana start, as well as with the mythics and other similar things they could be used for. Any elemental hero class that ever exists is going to have the Storm Tree. The main reason for this is they always have the main final tree of whatever typing they are. In that case, it has that +1 magic to all elementals per cast or per extra turn. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's per cast. And it's going to have the Storm Tree because that's what it comes from. And Storm Tree is one of the stronger trees in the game, particularly with specifically an elemental hero class, because you'll be able to mass boost your mana. And yeah, it just has a lot of things to go for in that regard. That, and there's a good chance that a elemental hero class would have elemental typings. And pretty much every single one, the elemental typings would be pretty good. Forest has the turn 1 Entangle, as well as Hunter. No, it's not Hunter's Mark, but it has the turn 1 Entangle and Greenstorm. If it gets brown, it has Barrier Spam. If it gets red, it has triple damage burning. So pretty much any like the elemental like ones that ends up getting that isn't Storm, because it's guaranteed going to be getting Storm, is going to be pretty good on it. It's almost going to be like an alternative Titan that's going to be better than it, though we don't know for sure if it's going to get Stone Tree if it ever does. At which point, it's basically just a better Titan. If it gets Storm Tree, Stone Tree, and something else, it's basically just a better Titan in most situations. If that ends up happening. And Titan's already one of the best well-rounded hero classes. Not always the best for every situation, but as far as the well-rounded ones, it's really high up there. But it's mostly the team synergies that would end up making it broken. More so than anything. I almost just took the move on room. Oh, I don't even want here. I'll take a purple. Put a mirror down. The mirror. There's nothing else has that little bit extra barrier. Not like they're gonna hit it in time, but you never know. Where do things have happened? So they can get a weird cascade or something. Get extra protection for it. Almost needlessly, but not completely. Gosh, that needs to go away. A double potion. Right on top of each other, too, of all the spots. I'm actually going to just explode it because we should be able to get both. Oh, no. It is somehow hit the brown, but didn't hit the red. What a fail. What the fail? It happens, though. But yeah, this legend right here is what makes this pure faction really annoying. The life gain on it's really high when you're doing faction 500. Oh, so the only thing I hate about potions is a little bit hard to tell what color they are. These are not really paying attention to them as like the thing that you're supposed to match. And it keeps throwing me off because like right there I almost didn't see that there was a 4 times brown. Mostly because it doesn't look like the potion is necessarily that color. Almost missed it, didn't it, though? Some of them could be kind of hard to read visually. Also, chance of seeing one on starting board or right after starting board, it's actually surprisingly high. I don't feel like Lycanthropy was that high. Also, I don't think any board ever started with Lycanthropy when it was a thing. I wonder if that's even intended for potions. What are you doing getting a summon? It sounds like a COVID cough. I don't think it is. I haven't been anywhere for a while. Where it could have really happened. Unless it's just delayed from the flight. But no, I think it mostly happened from what I was eating the other day. Because that's when it noticeably started happening. Because it's mostly like a throat irritation thing. You finished Pure Faction with the Stealth last night? First try? Nice. With or without potions? Because you mentioned last night as if it was without potions. But last night could also mean very late. Oh, no, I guess it depends what time reset is. Your time zone. Yeah, this place would be kind of annoying to do without potions. For pure faction, that is. Oh, without? Interesting. It does have a stall method to do so. You can constantly gain infinite magic. So if you get enough of a lead, you can kind of become unkillable. You just need enough starting base stats to do it. But you would eventually reach a point where you'd be stronger than the enemy. And then you just win. This would require a lot of extra turns. But you can quickly get to a point even before you have the damage to kill them to have the damage to outlive them. Or the magic to outlive them, I mean. We're almost at the final orb. So close. If anyone has any other questions, let me know. After this battle, probably call it a wrap for now. But we will be back tomorrow. And for a normal amount of time as well, hopefully. Oh, so still not sure if we're going to be doing the midday stream tomorrow. But if we do, it'll probably be up around noon. Probably might just need a day to rest. I was planning on doing it today, but I already said I would do the other stream, so I was like, I might as well just do it. Let's see. Like that game, I don't need to talk as much because the narrator does a lot of it. Is the moon in the drop table? No, moon is not in drop table. It won't be until a couple weeks from now. So if you want to try to get moon, I would wait at least a couple more days because, well, you can't right now. Hey, what do we get? What do we get? Come on, blue, blue. Blue, blue. Oh, blue, blue. Look at that. We actually got blue, blue. The almighty blue, blue. Too bad it's not major orbs. Too bad it's not double power. You can't even be double power. The minor orbs, they can't even be power. That's the best thing that they can be. The blue, blue. I called it. That's actually really rare, too. Oh, and here's the code that we handed out earlier. Forgot to claim it earlier. And apparently someone else in my guild's doing some tasks. Oh, that's a good way to end it out on. But anyways, guys, sorry to have to end it a little bit early, but the rest of them should hopefully be at a full amount of time. Just need to get a little bit of rest tonight. Midday stream tomorrow is questionable. But I might need to take a day off just to kind of rest. But if I feel up to it, we'll just do it and just don't commentate as much. But I might still be able to get it down. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about an hour prior to now tomorrow at the hour. And we'll be messing around. Oh, actually, we don't have a new pet. I was going to say the new pet. No, it's one of the pets that already exists. It's Dwarven Pet. It's one of those bonuses that a lot of people likely don't have maxed yet, though. It's a somewhat newer pet, so if nothing else, you'll be able to get more copies of it. Or get it for the first time if you don't already have it. However, it is a pet that already exists, so not a completely new one. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your week. I'll catch you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching.